sofa bed. I am a trash booktuber. It's time for Rachel's live show. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another weekend reading vlog. This weekend I'm planning on having a nice chilled reading weekend after the madness that was Book Upathon last week. I absolutely loved my weekend last week, but I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit stressful. So if you want to see how that went, I do have a vlog up that you can go and check out and see how I did with the whole experience. But this weekend we are going to be chilling out and just reading some good books, not putting any pressure on ourselves and just having a nice chilled weekend. So I will show you what my plans are for this weekend, but before I do that, if you could please hit this video with a like, that would be hugely appreciated because it really supports my channel. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more bookish content from me. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And I also host weekly live reading sprints on my channel every Thursday at 7 PM GMT. So I have two plans for my weekend, and that is first of all Looking for Eliza by Leaf Arbuthnot. This is actually an arc that I was sent from Trapeze Books that came out on the 18th, I believe, so I am a little bit late, but I am planning on finishing that this weekend. I am already halfway through and I am absolutely loving it. It's such a beautiful story. So of course I will give you my full thoughts as we go with that one. And then I want to move on to Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. This is on my TBR, picked by my March TBR Pong. So I need to finish it before the month is over, otherwise I'm going to be on a book buying ban next month. Which is probably a good thing, to be honest, but I still would really like to achieve my whole TBR. So this is what I'll be moving on to afterwards. So yeah, hopefully we will finish off this one and get a good chunk of this one read, if not finished. We shall see how the weekend goes. So yeah, that is my plan for the weekend. Hopefully we will have a nice chilled but productive one. I do have plans tomorrow night to get some nice food and have some drinks as a sort of belated celebration for my birthday, which was last Monday. So yeah, Saturday night there will be no reading getting done, but all around that hopefully there will be a lot of reading getting done. But right now what I really need to do is go for a walk. I've been trying to build myself up now that I'm recovering from surgery and try and do 10,000 steps a day. So I'm not doing any sort of like working out, any weightlifting or workouts or anything like that, but I am trying to do a good amount of walking each day and just get out in the fresh air. So yeah, I've not done that yet today, so that's what I'm going to do now. And then hopefully when I get back I will get started on Looking for Eliza. Hi friends, so a little bit of a change of plans. I just went to get into my car to drive to the park to go for my walk and my car wouldn't start. So that's great. I think the battery has died because I've not used my car in like 3 weeks because I wasn't allowed to drive after surgery and I wasn't really going anywhere beforehand because I was in pain. So yeah, my car's dead. We're gonna jump it tomorrow. Can't really bore with that right now, and I've kind of just taken it as a sign that I should just relax and read. We do have the treadmill, so I may well go on that later just to get some steps in, because I think I'm only on like 4,000 for the day and I've been aiming to get 10,000 every day this week, and it would really bug me to not get it on the final day of the week. So yeah, I might get some more steps in later, we shall see. But right now I'm going to sit and have a little hour to myself on our new sofa bed. No more garden chair for me. I'm going to chill and I am going to do some reading. So I'm going to read a little bit more of Looking for Eliza. This one follows Ada and Eliza, obviously. So Ada is a recently widowed writer who is trying to come to terms with the loneliness that she is struggling with now that she is alone in her house. She has no children, no grandchildren, anything like that. Her husband was like her whole world. They did everything together. So there's all this beautiful imagery of her loneliness, and I think it's really well handled in this. It's something that I've not read about too much, but I think it is absolutely beautiful in this. And then we have Eliza, who is a PhD student at Oxford who is working her socks off to try and get this PhD. Recently come out of an abusive relationship and is trying to work out how to sort of navigate new relationships because she is very sort of traumatized by what happened in the previous one. We don't really know too much about that yet. I think it was more that it was a very controlling relationship and she's completely lost herself in it, and hence she is now looking for herself again. So basically Ada starts up this company called Rent a Gran, where she basically offers herself up to be a gran for people. So sometimes that is for like babysitting, or she has taught a young man good manners, she has taught a boy how to cook. Basically anything you might associate with being a gran she will do for a small fee, and that's just to get her out of her house and to feel less lonely, feel like she's got some sort of purpose in life again. And I'm assuming what's going to happen is Eliza is going to hire her, I guess. They do live across the street from each other, so they're always noticing each other in the street, but they haven't properly met yet. And we are halfway through. I'm on page 152 and I think it's just over 300 pages, so they haven't done that yet, but I'm assuming Eliza's going to make use of the Rent a Gran system. I don't know why or for what reason, but yeah, so far I am loving this. I think it's beautifully written, it flows really well, there is some absolutely gorgeous imagery in here, and yeah, thoroughly enjoying it. So I'm gonna sit down and get another hour or so read just now. Hi friends, so it's a little bit later now. I've been reading some more of Looking for Eliza. I am now on page 201 and I can definitely say that I am still loving this. It's just so beautifully written. Ada and Eliza have now met and are spending lots of quality time together, and it's just such a beautiful story of them both being lonely for different reasons. So Ada because she's recently widowed from her husband, and Eliza because she had a very difficult relationship, so she finds it difficult to create new ones, and also because she has very complicated family life as well, particularly with her mother, so she finds it difficult to create meaningful relationships, so she is very much alone as well. And the two have therefore struck up a very unlikely friendship, and it's just lovely to see them help each other through hard times and show that there is a lot to be said about sort of intergenerational friendships and how much they can learn from each other and how they're not really that different. It's just so nice to see them have someone that they can really be themselves around that they haven't had for a while, and there's no judgment between them, and yeah, it's just a lovely story and I'm really enjoying it. It is melting my heart. I have about 120 pages or so left, so I'm really hoping to finish this one tonight. We shall see, but I definitely think it's doable. Hi friends and happy Monday. I have not updated you at all over this weekend because I am a trash booktuber apparently. No, I had a really busy day on Saturday with literally like no time to think about reading or vlogging or anything like that, and then yesterday was just a bad day. Like, I'm basically just going through one of those phases where I just feel like really sort of anxious and self-critical, and I'm just spending my days just beating myself up and just feeling a little bit shit basically. And I will snap out of it, I know I will, and I know that a huge part of it is probably because I had drinks on Saturday night and alcohol always does that to me. But yeah, I'm just feeling a bit crap. But I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go for a walk because that usually helps me. I'll go out, get some fresh air, I'll put an audiobook on and have some me time, some self-care time. I think that will really help me to just sort of wake up, blow away the cobwebs, all that jazz. But before I do that, what I need to do is update you because I did actually end up finishing Looking for Eliza by Leif Arbuthnot, and I loved this book. It was so beautifully written, such a beautiful story about cross-generational friendships and how much you can learn from someone from a completely different walk of life from your own. And it does deal with some really difficult topics like grief and abusive relationships, but by the end it just felt like the most uplifting feel-good book despite all that, because of the meaningful friendship that these two found with each other and how they were able to sort of find themselves again, particularly Eliza because she felt lost after that abusive relationship. Yeah, it was just beautiful to see their friendship blossom and everything that they did for each other, and how they were both lonely for different reasons and in different ways, but were able to like save each other through their friendship. And yeah, it was just lovely. I absolutely loved this book and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. So once again, thank you so much to Trapeze Books for sending me this arc. I am so happy to have read it and reviewed it. But yes, if you watch my reading sprints, you will know that basically every time I talk about the fact that I really need to get into audiobooks because I'm not an audiobook person, but I really want to be, and because I've been trying to go for walks more recently, like self-care, a bit of exercise, I thought that listen to audiobooks would be like the perfect thing to do while walking. So a couple of days ago, I did re-sign up for Scribd and I started listening to The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren while I was out for my walk, and I listened to about 20% just on that one walk, which was so nice, and I'm really enjoying it. I really enjoy just like totally getting in my own little zone, walking out in the fresh air and listening to my book. And usually my problem with audiobooks is that I'm like easily distracted and I totally zone out and don't listen to the book, but I think because I'm doing it while walking and I get in my own little world, I just totally got stuck in the book. But basically The Honeymooners follows, I forget her name, Olive, whose twin sister is just getting married, and basically she really does not get on with her sister's fiance's brother. They're like enemies, hate each other, although I'm pretty sure there's a lot of miscommunication there because I think she thinks he doesn't like her for reasons that are not true. We shall see. But basically on the day of the wedding, everyone has shellfish like as a buffet for the food, but Olive doesn't because she's allergic to shellfish, and the brother, whose name I also forget, what is his name? Ethan. He does not have the buffet because he's weird about germs and the idea of like everyone touching the same food. He's not about that life. So they two have something different. They have chicken and everyone else has the shellfish, and immediately everyone else at the wedding gets really bad food poisoning and literally cannot like move away from the toilet for weeks. So they decide that Olive and Ethan will go on the honeymoon, otherwise they will miss out on the money that they've paid for it, and the only people that can go are those two because they share names with their sister and their brother, and obviously because Olive is Amy's twin sister, she can just use her ID and like they can bypass the fraudulent aspect of it. So they decide that they'll go together and just not spend any time together. Like they'll live in the same apartment or whatever. Someone will be on the sofa and someone will be on the bed, but they will go and do their own thing while they're away, and obviously they're going to fall in love because that's just what happens in a rom-com. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I think it's really witty. Like I love a good witty contemporary. I think it's really well written and I'm really liking the characters, and I'm really interested to see where this one goes. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do just now. It's not the nicest of days. It's really windy, but that'll probably be good for me, to be honest, to just like blast myself with fresh air. So I'm going to go for a little walk, maybe down by the coast, and listen to my book, and then I shall update you later. Hi friends, I am just back from my little walk. I ended up walking for an hour, so it was a nice little session. Went along the coast and the wind was in my face. It was great. It's actually made me feel so much better. Like I knew I needed to go out and do something like that because when I'm feeling like anxious and low, all I want to do is stay in the house, but I know it will just make me so much worse, so I need to get out for a walk when I feel like that. So I'm glad I did it. I feel a lot better, and I did listen to another like 20% or so of The Unhoneymooners. Let me just see how long I've got left. So I'm 37% of the way through. I've got 5 hours left and I am really enjoying it. It's just so much fun. Like they're away on this honeymoon now in Maui, and her new boss showed up, so they had to pretend they were married, and then his ex-girlfriend has shown up and is probably going to be there for the entirety of their stay, so they're having to pretend that they're married and they're happy and in love, obviously like fake dating, which I love a bit of fake dating. And because it's only from Olive's perspective, we're only knowing like how she feels, and like we're just as in the dark as she is about how he feels about her, which is annoying because I do like to get both perspectives. For something like that, I like to see what they're both thinking, but at the same time it's kind of nice like relating to her and knowing just as much as she does, sort of thing. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm loving seeing the fire start to kindle with them, and it's just a lot of fun. It's really witty, and yeah, it was the perfect uplifting book to be listening to while I was on my lovely walk, so I'm feeling much better. I do really need to start Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. Like, this and 2 other books are on my TBR for the month, and we've only got like 2 days left, so it's not looking great for me. But I would really like to get this one read, so I am going to start it today. I'm not sure when, because I do have Rachel's 1k live show tonight, so I'm going to be on her channel from 8 till 10 because she's split it into two 2-hour slots so that she can get all of her friends on, obviously within the StreamYard confines. So she's got some people on between 6 and 8 and others on between 8 and 10. So I'll be on 8 till 10, but I'll obviously be watching from 6. So that takes 4 hours of reading time away from me. But hopefully I will get it started before and read a lot afterwards as well. But right now what I really need to do is get some food because I actually feel sick because I'm so hungry. It's time for Rachel's live show! Woo!
Although I was going to say, where are the comments that they just popped up? That's fine. Hi guys, welcome to my 1K.
Hi guys, so I have just come off of Rachel's 1k live show, which was so much fun. It was so lovely just to hang out with her, to celebrate her amazing achievement, and also to hang out with some lovely ladies as well. So yeah, it's been such a nice night. I did actually manage to get some reading done while we're on there and in the 2 hours before I went on. So I am now on page 64 of Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I think the start of it is like really heart-wrenching and kind of difficult to read in a way because little Kaya is just having such a really difficult childhood, but it is beautifully written and I am so intrigued by like the murder mystery aspect of it, because you've got 2 timelines kind of like now when this body is found and then back in Kaya's childhood, and it keeps going up like as she grows up. So I'm assuming she's going to have some sort of connection to the guy that's been found dead. I could be wrong on that, but I'm assuming we're leading up to them having some sort of thing going on so that she's connected in some way to this death. I don't know, but yes, I'm really enjoying it so far. It's beautifully written and I'm really invested in Kaya as a character. I think she is such a lost innocent soul and I really want to see things come good for her. So yes, very much enjoying it. Right now I'm just feeling exhausted. I think when you're struggling with anxiety and like bad mental health days, it just makes you feel really drained. So yeah, I'm feeling very tired right now. I think I just need some me time. So I'm gonna get into bed, put some comfy jammies on and watch some feel good TV, maybe a bit of Friends or something like that, and just chill out. So yeah, I'll probably give you my final update tomorrow. Hi guys, please excuse my wet hair. Brandon was on the night shift yesterday, so he's still asleep and I therefore don't want to use the hairdryer and wake him up. So I am just casually waiting on my hair air drying before I film my video, which is a very exciting video I'm filming today. I am filming my April TBR Pong. If you missed it, I started my own TBR game last month. So for March I did my TBR Pong, which is basically beer pong. There are prompts on the cups. We choose books based on those prompts, and it was a lot of fun and it went down really well. People really enjoyed it. I think it's my most watched video on my channel, which is amazing because I did work hard on that. And yeah, I'm just really excited about it. So I'm excited to film my April TBR Pong. I feel like this one isn't going to be as nice to me because some of the rules from it mean that I will probably get more froze this month than I did last month. I also have a really sore throat and keep losing my voice. It keeps going all croaky, so I don't know if today's the best day to film, but it kind of needs to be done today because I don't really have time for the rest of the week. So I might just have a really croaky voice in that video, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm just having my morning coffee, and yeah, so basically last night after I left you, I did try to go and watch some Friends and chill out. However, my internet was having a bit of a meltdown and yeah, Netflix just wasn't an option. So I decided to go back to reading for a bit and I read a bit more of Where the Crawdads Sing. So I'm now on page 100, so the first 100 pages are down, and I am loving this book. Like, the main word I would use to describe it is just beautiful. Like, it's so beautifully written, the story is beautiful, it is tugging on my heartstrings, and Kaya, the main character, the part we're at now, she is like 14 or something, but you start from when she's about 8, I think, and I just love her so much. Like, my heart is with her. I am so invested in her story and I just want things to come good for her, and I really hope they do. I'm really scared that this is going to be such an emotional ride like it feels like it's going to be. So far her childhood has just been, it's not been good, and she's been forced to grow up very quickly. So she's 14 years old, but she's probably more mature than I am now at the age of 26. So yeah, it is just beautiful so far, and all the descriptions of like the nature and like the way she like speaks to the birds, and like she's made friends with the seagulls and things like that, because no one will be friends with her because she's from the marsh and she's like a dirty marsh girl and things like that. And it's breaking my heart, but it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm really excited to finish this one off, hopefully within the next couple of days. It'd be really good to finish it off before the month ends so that I actually get some more books from my TBR done, but we shall see. But yes, that shall conclude this week's weekend reading vlog. If you enjoyed this video, then do please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe for more bookish content from me, comment down below with any of your thoughts and feelings, and I will see you in my next one.